So I will share this on Instagram a lot, but this is my reading chart that I do every month. And today is the 28th, which means I'm going to make my reading chart for October. I'll show this and people will be like, what the hell is that? So I'm going to show you how my weird brain works. And I know it sounds crazy, but I genuinely think I read more books a month having like a tracker thing. So firstly, you're going to need some college ruled notebook paper. I find not wide ruled, college ruled works best. And you're gonna need a ruler. We're gonna just draw some lines is how we're gonna start here. Obviously you can do this like on a spreadsheet if you wanna do it online. Me, I like making written lists. Okay, so eventually I would make lines all the way down, much like this one, but just for sake. In October, there are 31 days. So I'm gonna write 1 through 31 across the top. Like such. This column is going to be the books that I want to finish in October. Bloodmarked. I still need to start book 2 of this series. So we're going to do Bloodmarked. So I'm going to write Bloodmarked. Now, how many chapters does Bloodmarked have? 60 chapters. So I'm going to take 60 divided by 31 because there are 31 days and it comes out to like 1.93 or something. I'm going to round up. So we're going to say 2. So basically, I have to read 2 chapters of Bloodmarked a day to finish it by the end of the month. Obviously, this is for people who read multiple books at once. I mean, you could do it, I guess, with just one book. But I read so many books at once that this is how I sort of keep my life organized. You are all sitting on the other side of this video going, this bitch is crazy. Yep. So 2s all across the board. Okay, here's a smaller one, for example. So I'm about to finish Dark Shores and Dark Skies. And next I'm going to read this novella, which is Tarnished Empire. This one has 42 chapters. Obviously, I don't know what the exact number is, but essentially I would need to read, again, 2 chapters per day to finish it by the end of the month. That's rounding up. Always round up. And then if it's something like this, like I'm going to read this next month as well. This is how you lose the time where this doesn't have chapter numbers on it. You could go through and count them all if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do by number of pages in the book. Okay, so this is 198 pages. That works out to like 6.38 pages. We're gonna round up 7 pages a day. Okay, so we see the process here. Eventually this whole page will be filled. And obviously sometimes you start reading a book and you can't put it down and you zip through it and you're done in like 3 days. That happens. When I'm done with the book, I just scribble out the whole thing here like I'm done. I've never taken drugs, but I imagine it's what like drugs feels like because it makes me feel so good. Then obviously there are books that I wrote down last month that I never actually started. This is always just a wish list of the books I want to read in the month. If I get through like 75% of the books that I want to read, I'm happy. And here's the really fun thing. Okay, for example, Tarnished Empire is 42 chapters, right? We obviously have rounded up on our chapters. So by day like 7 or 8, if you recalculate the number of chapters left with 31, you usually cross off all the way to like the 15th or 16th of the month. So you're like, you're so far ahead of the game and it feels so good. Now I'm going to spend the rest of the night making my list for October. So there you go. Yes, I'm that insane. And I look forward to your judgments in the comments.